Hello everyone and welcome back to Script Log. Let's see, what are we on? Script Log 14. Wow. This is the 2 week I guess anniversary, whatever you want to call it, but the 2 week time where I have committed to just doing, scripting every day, right? And I have definitely gotten a surprising amount of stuff done. Like, look, I legitimately just have a flashlight. I made an entire flashlight. And more importantly, I have an entire inventory system. And, oh dear. Yeah, I still have no clue why it rolls, but we're not going to worry about that. Drop? Normally? No, you won't. Whatever. It's just something that happens. Okay. So that's kind of how I wanted to start my episode off, as it's just incredibly cool that I'm able to do this, right? So yeah. So on to scene two. Okay, this opened. Okay, nice. I will be doing the day thing. I apologize. But here is what I have kind of a predicament. What to do, right? And it may be a super simple question, right? Oh, that question mark looks very strange. Okay. It may sound like a super simple question, but I've been thinking about this literally from when I stopped recording yesterday to now. I've just been thinking, like, what should I do? Because a lot of the things that I need to get done are through the help of my partner, but my partner, I haven't gotten into. Well, I have contacted him, but not specifically about the game. We are, friends, so we do other things. But what I'm trying to say here is that I need models, or I need an animation if I want to do something um, a little bit more advanced, complex, but that's just not the case right now. So I'm just trying to think of all the things that I can do personally that will not require my partner. So I am going to stay on this scene. I'll give you a nice rig to look at. Oh, nope, not back. Okay, so I'm going to go to ChatGPT, and trust me, I will show you this, but I just don't want to spoil anything about the game, so I'm not going to show what I ask it. I'm just going to show the response, and, you know. So I'm going to mute my mic quickly. Alright, so here is what ChatGPT gave me. So, lighting and effects, ambient sound and music, and visual details, right? I will probably save those for later when I'm in higher collaboration with my partner. But this is a great thing. HUD elements and dialog boxes. So what we are going to do is we're going to make essentially just that, right? So what we have to do here is we have to think like, oh, I don't know, say, wait, first I actually have to I have to open, where is it? It's Asset Manager, yeah, okay. Alright, so what we need to do is we have to set up a dialog box, and this is actually something I've been wanting to learn. So if I go back to this screen real quick and I go to this, so let me find a good space. I'll do like here. So first of all, I'll put dialog. Oh dear. Okay. Dialog box. And then also we will do basic HUD. And that will actually be pretty fun to code. That might be a multi-day thing, but here's what I wanted to explain to you guys. So, what's the issue with making a dialog box, right? So, the problem is that in many games, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but usually, let's say someone says hello, right? We'll say hello traveler, right? So it, it might just literally pop up and say hello traveler, but for the most part, I'm not going to display the entire text because that would take way too long, but it says H and then HE and then, or not capital E, but HE and then HEL and then so on and so forth, right? So how do they do that? And that's a great question because I do not know. So how to iterate. I'm going to look it up. How to iterate text in Roblox Studio. Alright, so if I go into here in the forums, you can see there are two functions that are unknown to me, right? So strings.len, so I'm assuming that's just the length of it, right? So it's going to do that many iterations, and then what it next is done is strings and then sub. So we're going to look this up. What is the sub function in Lua? Is used to extract a substring from a given string. Ah, I see. So it's okay. Label.text. label.text dot dot equals strings. Okay, should be easy enough. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a new GUI, and this GUI is going to be called, what do I want to call this? Test GUI, we'll say. And it won't have anything for most of the time, but just for now, so I can, do something with it. Okay, so what I do is I take a local script. Then we have to define it, so local text label. Oh wait, no, I'll do the first. Yeah, okay. Label is equal to script dot parent. Then I do okay, yeah, for I is equal to 1. Oh wait, then we need the actual string, so we'll say local string is equal to strings is equal to okay, strings is equal to we'll say I am Coolio, because yes, I am Coolio. Then we say comma strings and then len, right? Do. Then in here, yep. Yes, this is what I want, I believe. Alright. And then I do wait 2. So if I load into the game, I am cool. Oh, that's so cool. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is so cool. Okay. Alright, so I do it again. And it shows up I am Coolio. Okay. That is actually incredibly cool. I cannot believe that is a thing. I knew it had to be somewhat simple, but that's just so insanely cool, you know? Okay. Well, that is that is awesome. Okay. Well, I've learned some stuff. So, pardon. What we're going to do now is just completely ditch all of this. So we're going to say bye-bye text label. We're going to keep the test GUI, of course, though. So now what we do is we're going to get a new GUI. Oh no. GUI. Screen GUI. All right. And we're going to call this dialog GUI. And then under this, we are going to put a text label, and right now it's going to look pretty darn ugly. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm actually going to make both of these visible real quick. Oh, no. I want this one and this one. No. Hotbar visible. So I want this one to be visible, yes, and then I need the hotbar's background border to be 0. Okay, so now I know a comfortable position where this should rest. Then I do about, we'll say like 110, and then I'll make it so it's like in the middle of these two, so it's almost like a diagonal, if you can see that, visualize it, right? So now that we have this label, what we're going to do is first convert it at unit conversion and then both scale, right? Okay. So now that I've done that, we are going to do UI corner, because I have noticed I really like the corner thing. Actually, no, we'll just leave it as an ugly box and just do everything technical and then let my partner fix it if he's watching this video. If he's not, I'll just tell him about it. Dear goodness. Alright, text scaled. And then we're going to do text wraps to multiple lines within the, yeah. Truncating excess text. Uh-oh. No, that's not good. Alright, we'll do that. Okay. Now we're going to revert everything back to its original. Get back! Go back to your state! Meow, 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 meow. Alright, so this text label is going to have nothing. Bye-bye. It's going to be called dialog box. It's pretty obvious why it's called dialog box, if you haven't already figured that out. Well, I believe everyone is smart, so I don't even know why I'm saying that. Alright, so I'm going to make a folder, and this is going to be called dialog. Yeah, we'll just start off with a module script for now. So module script. I don't even know if it needs a module script, if I'm being quite honest with you, but I'm going to start. Yeah, I'll start off with it. Okay, so we'll say local dialog module. Wait, just thinking about it, it's going to need. It's just going to need. So when they click on it, it's going to need something to accept it and then give it. So, that's a great question. I don't think I can. I'll just start with this. It's fine, I swear. Alright, we call this dialog module. Did I name this one local func? No, I didn't. Okay, we'll just call it dialog module. And then, let's see, sliding doors, sliding module, script. Okay, I did name that one, so I'll say dialog module script. Alright. So in here, we're going to make the first function. We're going to say function dialog module. And then we say get text, right? So this is going to retrieve the text. So we're going to literally just ask for the text. Actually, wait. Let me just draw this out real quick because I wanna figure this out. Where am I? Okay, here's where I am. Whoa, why won't it let me? Alright, so here is what I am coming across as an issue, right? So let's say I have a player, and this is Bob Joe Diggity Bomb, right? A very strange name, right? And he walks up to this this NPC, and his name is Crinkly Fry Sad Joe, right? So they meet, and he gets a dialogue thing, and it says like, hit E to talk, right? But the problem is that when I tell it to, when I ask for that information, or when it gets triggered, I don't know what I'm going to send over so it knows, because there's usually multiple stages, like, for example, if you have to say yes or no to something, right, they give different dialogue based on that. So I'm going to need some data from it. Yeah, so one thing I could do is make... Oh my goodness. I think I have to make a server script, and okay, so here is my plan. So all the dialogue has to be stored somewhere. We're not going to store it individual to the thing because that's just, I don't know, that seems silly. It would be better to retrieve it from one centralized location, you know? So we're going to call this dialogue module script. Okay, it's going to have, we're going to get rid of this module script. And we're going to get a local script called dialogue script. Wow, it loses some of its name. How exciting. Alright, so now we go into dialogue module script. And I know this is going to be a shocker. Guess what I'm going to call the dialogue module script? Dialogue module. Okay, so here is what I'm thinking. So if I go back to scene 2, right? Whenever I have an NPC that needs to talk to the player, instead of it having its own little script that tells it exactly what to say, I'm not a good drawer, by the way, but they imagine this is like a script, right? Instead of the script telling it what to say exactly, and having issues with, like, if I change one, then the others don't change if it's the same, dialogue. Let's say we have another guy here, and this guy's name is um, Lumber McGee, right? He's very strange, right? And he has to say the same thing, right, as this one dude, right? So instead of, I'm gonna draw, oh my goodness, I have to draw another script. Okay, that came out really strange. Instead of them each having their own scripts, what if I had a main script that they could both access it from, right? That makes intuitive sense. So that is why I'm doing a module script, so it will store all the dialogue. Okay. So now that I've gotten that out of the way, I'm going to reference dialogue module colon. No, we're not going to do that just yet. Okay. So we have to give. Do we? Nah, we don't. We don't. We don't. Crap. This is harder than I thought it would be. Oh my goodness. I'm going to get out an NPC just to mess around with this. I'm going to make it my avatar, because, you know. Alright, and then I'll just call this, what should I call this? Test NPC? We'll do test NPC. Alright. Now, yeah, that's you, and then we don't worry about that other. It's not like I'm a clone or anything. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, so what we have to do now is we are going to make a proximity prompt under here and see what it looks like. So we have a proximity prompt. If we play the game, will it show up? It does! Wow! And the reason I'm doing it to the actual, like, model and not the torso or something is it's always going to be central to the character. So let's say I were to whack him, right? He's gonna get whacked like a, I don't know, what gangster would do, right? We're going to set his health to 0. Okay. What? Let's just, okay, we'll get rid of your humanoid root part. And now your torso. Okay. Never, oh, but anyways, if it was in his torso, we couldn't see this. Oh! Oh! Okay, apologies, but that's basically what I'm trying to say. Okay. So this proximity prompt is going to have a script in it. And this script is going to be called dialog sensor. Alright, so we have a couple of basic scripts set up. We have no code in them right now, but I'm just trying to think through this. Why did my pants? Why did I have to get these pants, man? Also, don't go to whatever the heck Aperture Laboratories is. I don't know if that's made up or not, but don't. I'm not endorsing them. I just happened to get that shirt. All right. So now that we have the sensor, I'm going to figure out what in the world I need to do, right? So we'll do dialog module colon test npc. We'll say, yeah, colon test npc, right? We'll just keep it is equal to. No, I think we have to do a function, right? So we're going to define it as a function dialog module colon test npc. And the reason I say to do it as a function is I'm going to give it a ton of different strings, and I have to go back again because these are I'm like solving problems while I go. So here's what I'm doing. So imagine we have the function, right? So I'm just going to call it f, right? And we're giving it a value. And inside of this thing, we have just a ton of dialogue options, right? So just absolutely a ton of them. So, or as many as all the possibilities are, right? So what am I doing with this, right? So we'll just say n because I'm too much of a perfectionist, or OCD, whatever. But what are we doing with this? So let's call this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? I am going to give it option 1 as the base, right? So this is going to be the main text that is going to be displayed to the player, right? It's going to be sent to the specific player who activated it, right? And so, yeah, once it's given to the player, right? So I'm in OBS, sorry. Let's say they have the dialogue in here, right? So they have dialogue 1, and they have 2 boxes down here, and it says, we'll say yes. Oh, we'll say Y, because okay, whatever. Y and N, right? So if I were to choose Y, right, or if I were to choose N, it's going to be told the Y and N screen GUI buttons, but besides the point. When I click on one of them, it's going to send to the server, they clicked Y, so they should be sent back dialog 3. So when it's given 3, it's going to send back that dialog with the things, right? Does that make sense? Well, I guess you can't answer, but that's what I mean. So yeah. Another thing that is a problem is if it's like I don't know what to do if we need like 3 answers or something. Maybe I can do the same thing as I did if I return to here. If you remember from my inventory thing, there's a way to make just a ton of buttons that you can create and give them all different things, right? So I'm probably going to do that. Okay. So let's just do a quick, thing. We'll say, all right, in here, we'll do local array is equal to, and then all of the text things. So we'll say, uh, hello, I am a test bot. And then the second one, we'll say, you answered yes. And then the third one, you answered no. Now what I can say is a for loop, so for index value in no, do I need the index? I do need the index, so I'll say in array, we'll say just array. Yeah, and then and then inside of here, now we need, we don't need, we do need the player, but we'll get the player, okay. Player, and then option. Okay, so in here, we say if index is equal to option, then return, oh yeah, return value. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is okay, this is going to be very rudimentary. I'm just going to test through every single step just to make sure, it's doing what I want it to. I'm going to do, oh, I need a remote event now. Yeah, okay, so we'll say remote event, and then we'll call this dialogue. Dialogue. I don't know. I've been reading Huckleberry Finn recently, and it's just like strange book. Dialogue. Alright. So local dialogue. We'll say dialogue. We'll say dialogued. So I know that seems really stupid, and I know that's not a thing. Well, dialogued maybe, but what I'm saying is that I can differentiate it between the scripts and the remote function. I'm actually going to look up is dialogue. I'm pretty sure it is. It might not be. No, 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 it is. Yeah. It's just an archaic term, but it's still used. Okay, okay. So dialogued is equal to game dot replicated storage dot dialogued. I'm gonna keep saying it like that. I'm so sorry. We're going to do dialogued dot oh no 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 fire server, and then we're gonna give it option. Okay, so here is what I need to do. I need to get this script to activate the module script, which is going to then activate. It's a long process, so I apologize, but I have to do it. So player dialog script, right? So once this receives it, I need it to return. No, I don't. Wait, what am I saying? Okay. So I don't need this. I'll get rid of player, I guess. Alright. Then we're going to do above this, we're going to do local dialog module is equal to require game dot server script service. Wait, is it that? Yeah, it is. Okay, dot dialog module script. Alright, now what we do is we do dialog module and then colon test NPC option 1. Meow, 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 meow. Are you kidding me? Dialog module script is not a valid member of server script. It can't access it, can it? Are you kidding me? No, it can't. Alright, well that solves my issues for me. So I do have to fire the server. Hooray! Actually, not hooray, but whatever. So we're getting the player and then the option. So what we do here is we do dialogued fire server and we give it option 1. Oh, I just realized, wait a minute. We can't return the value. We gotta... What? It's not giving me an error now, is it? It is? Oh, I see. Because I still have that as a line. Whoops. Okay. We'll do print and this, right? So it's going to return. Okay, I guess it won't return that. So we're not going to do that. We'll just print the value for now. Alright. Still not doing anything. Print worked. No, it's not. It's why this a no work? Oh, that's why, because there's nothing looking out for the... Whoopsie. Oopsie doopsie. Alright, so we're going to make a script under here. And I guess now we got to make a folder. And then move this into here. And then call this... we call this dialogue. Okay, now in here, we're going to say events. Then in events, we say local dialogue. Dialogue is equal to game dot replicated storage dot dialogue. And then we do dialogued dot on server event connect function. And then we're getting the player. Alright, now what we do, we also have to require, so we do local, that's above dialogue. So above here we do local, a dialogue module is equal to require game dot server script service dot dialogue mod what? Oh yeah, dot dialogue module script. Okay. So now we do dialogue module dot colon test NPC, and then we give it the player, and then we also give it the option. We'll just say 1. I'm not gonna worry about the rest. Alright, worked. Hello, I am a test bot. Yes. Cool. Alright. Now we actually don't need to do any of this. Oh, I just realized. Bye-bye events. We do keep the dialogue module though. Dialogue. We're just gonna get it out of there. Right. So, why do I say this? Well, here's why. So under the test on PC, we're gonna give it not a script. We're gonna find the proximity prompt, which already has a script. I forgot. Now what we're going to do is we are going to do local prox prompt is equal to script.parent. Then what we do is we do prox prompt dot triggered connect function. We get the player, and then yeah. So what do we also have to reference? We have to do local dialog module is equal to require game.server-script-service.dialog module script. Okay, so what we do in here is we do dialog module. Okay, now what we can do is we can return stuff. So in here we're going to return the value, right? And then in here we're going to do fire. What am I doing? We have to get dialogued, and I'm not going to say that silly anymore. I apologize. It's equal to game.replicated storage.dialogued. And then here we do dialogued dot colon fire client, and then we fire the client with the player, and we fire the client with dialogue module colon test npc. Then in here we don't need the player, so I can get rid of this. And then I send through option 1. Alright? So, if I did this correctly, now I could have done this wrong. That is completely in the realm of possibilities. But in here, what we're going to do is, instead of firing to the server, we're going to say, hey, look out, what's coming through. So we'll say dialogue dot on client event connect function. And here is where we need to get a module script. Dialog function, okay. Then, oh no, we need a folder. Call this dialog. Then drag this module script in. Okay, so now we take this and call this dialog module script. And then, okay, so the dialog script, we'll call this events, because we don't really need, okay. Anyways, yeah, we don't need any parameters, really. Oh, we do. We're going to get string, the strings, yeah, okay. Oh, so now what I'm going to have to change the name of this, aren't I? Alright, so we'll call this we'll say local dialog, we'll say local dialog, we'll say, yeah, local dialog module. Alright. So now we call this one dialog module. And then guess what I'm going to call this? Dialog module. Whoa. Alright. So in here what we do is we do function dialog module colon What do I want to call this here? We'll say display text. Give it parameters, and then here we're getting strings, and then we're going to do a couple of things here. So we're going to need to do local player. No, I'll just keep that handy. That's actually good for the whole script. So local players equal to game dot players dot local player. And we also do local player GUI is equal to player wait for child player GUI. And then another thing, so I apologize. We're going to need to do dialog GUI as well. So dialog GUI, player GUI, colon, wait for child, dialog, dialog GUI. Then finally, local dialog box. The word dialogue is getting to my head, man. Colon, wait for child. Dialog box. Alright. Now we have all the variables we need. We're going to clump up all of the HUD, or the GUI elements together. And then here's what we're going to do. We're going to do first dialog box dot visible. Yeah, I don't know if it actually has that property. I know it does, but I'm not. Yeah, if that's what I changed, is what I meant to say. Is equal to true. Then I do. Do I need to do anything else? I don't think. So I'll just start it for I equals 1 strings dot colon len do, and then in here I do okay. Well, it just did it for me. Okay. And then we'll wait like 0.5 instead, so we can actually see this. It'll be visible. Alright, so will you work? No, you won't. Why won't you work? Let's figure this out. Probably because, oh, I didn't even connect it. Whoops. Whoopsie. So we'll do local. I'm going to use the restroom real quick. I will see you in a... Oh, we're at 48 minutes. Okay, I will be back, and then I'm probably going to end the video. I apologize, but it's a good way to make episodes. Alright, I am back. So, anyways, that's going to be the end of this video, which is annoying because I really wanted to get more stuff done, but it's okay. I did some stuff, you know. Okay, so back to the chair. Well, now I go here. So what do I want to end this video off on, right? What's the thing or thing I want to do to show you guys in order to end this off? So I kind of wanted to share just a little tidbit if anyone wants to get into coding. There is this Roblox game, which you can play on your phone, by the way, and it's not really even a game. Not going to dox anyone. Uh, don't worry about these games. Let me find it. Lua Learning, I believe it is. Yeah, Lua Learning. This game taught me the very basics of uh, everything that I know today. So if you want to check out that or just know how to do something, that's just a great way to show off the stuff. Anyways, oh my goodness, it's getting dark. Alright, but I just wanted to end this video off saying I hope you enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!